welcome to my YouTube channel Candid Chemistry. In this video lecture, I will teach about benzene in detail. X-ray structure of benzene was studied in detail, according to which the X-ray studies of benzene have confirmed the hexagonal structure for it. These structures have also revealed that all the carbon-hydrogen atoms are in the same plane, all have the angle of 120 degree, all carbon-carbon and carbon-hydrogen bonds lengths are 1.397 angstrom and 1.09 angstrom respectively, as this has been well illustrated in the diagram given. Then comes the turn of modern concepts about the structure of benzene, which has been given in the form of atomic orbital treatment of benzene. The hexagonal framework of benzene can be conveniently explained using hybridization approach. According to this, each carbon in benzene is sp2 hybridized. The 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals on each carbon are utilized to form 3 s orbits, 3 s bonds, 2 with adjacent carbon atoms and 1 with hydrogen, as shown in the diagram. The unhybridized pz orbital remains at right angle to these sp2 orbitals. Since all the sp2 orbitals are in the same plane, therefore all the carbon and hydrogen atoms are coplanar. All the angles are of 120 degree, which confirms the regular hexagonal structure of benzene. Unhybridized 2pz orbitals partially overlap into the account with the fact that compounds containing conjugated double bonds form a continuous sheath of electronic cloud enveloping above and below the 6 carbon-carbon sigma bonds of the rings. Since each 2pz orbital is overlaid by 2pz orbitals of adjacent carbon atom, therefore this overlapping gives diffused or delocalized electron cloud as shown in the diagram. Let us now discuss the stability of benzene. As mentioned earlier, benzene is an extraordinarily stable molecule. This stability is due to the extensive delocalization of electron cloud. The extent of stability of benzene can be measured by comparing it with hypothetical compound 1,3,5 cyclohexatriene. This can be done by estimating their heats of hydrogenation. Cyclohexene, a 6-membered ring containing one double bond, can easily be hydrogenated to give cyclohexane as shown in the diagram. When the delta heat or the enthalpy for this reaction is measured, it is found to be minus 119.5 kJ per mole, very much like that of any similarly substituted alkene. We would expect that hydrogenation of 1,3-cyclohexadiene would liberate roughly twice as much heat as that much and has enthalpy equal to minus 239 kJ per mole, as shown in the equation again. When this experiment is done, the result is heat energy liberated is minus 231.5. This result is quite close to what we calculated, and the difference can be explained by taking into account that compounds containing conjugated double bonds, calculated heat and the observed heat as shown are quite similar to one another. If we extend this kind of thinking, and if benzene is simply 1,3,5 cyclohexatriene, we would predict that benzene would liberate approximately minus 358.5, which is 3 times the previous result of 119.5 should be liberated. When the experiment is actually done, the result is surprisingly different. Reaction is exothermic, but the heat energy liberated is only minus 208 kJ per mole, as shown in the equation. As you can see, the calculated heat energy and the observed heat energy has much difference of 150.5 kJ per mole. When the results are represented by the following diagram, it becomes clear that benzene is much more stable than we calculated it to be. Indeed, benzene is more stable than hypothetical 1,3,5 cyclohexatriene by 150.5 kJ per mole. This difference between amount of heat actually released and the calculated on the basis of calculus structure is called resonance energy of compound. It means benzene shows the phenomena of resonance, which makes it more stable than others. In benzene, electrons are delocalized, making it a very stable molecule. Students, let us talk about resonance. The possibility of different pairing schemes of valence electrons of atoms is called resonance, and the different structures thus arranged are called resonance structures. The resonance is represented by a double-headed arrow as shown in the diagram. The following pairing schemes of fourth valence or pi electrons of carbon atoms are possible in benzene. If A and B were proposed by Kekulé and C, D, E were proposed by Dewar, the stability of molecule increases with increase in number of its resonance structures. This molecule of benzene is chemically quite stable. The Dewar's structures for benzene have minor contribution towards actual structures of benzene. In fact, the structure of benzene is a resonance hybrid of all the 5 structures A, B, C, D and E, in which Kekulé's structure A, B have larger contribution. Therefore, benzene can either be represented by 2 of the Kekulé's structure. The 3 alternating single and double bonds in Kekulé's structures are called conjugate bonds or resonating bonds. Since the structure of benzene is a resonance hybrid, therefore all the carbon-carbon bond lengths are equal but different from those in alkanes, alkenes and alkynes. In alkanes, the carbon-carbon bond length is 1.54, in alkenes it is 1.34 and in alkynes it is 1.20 angstrom. But in case of benzene it is 1.397 angstrom. So the carbon-carbon bond length in benzene is intermediate between those in alkanes and alkenes. The resonating single and double bonds in benzene can better be represented as a complete ring, the complete circle within the ring.
Students, I hope this video lecture was helpful to you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel Candid Chemistry. Thank you.